I'm going to talk about how to make your own hair tie holders. I like to use Tinkercad, so I've actually already made this STL, or this model in Tinkercad, but if you don't have this, you can easily create this shape in Inkscape or Silhouette, or use an SVG that you've purchased somewhere else. But if you are interested, my hair tie is about 3.2 inches wide by 1.114. If you're interested in curious as to how we do it from an SVG, you can come over to Import. You can drag and drop your hair tie SVG image. You're not going to see anything. And I have imported it at 100% because I already have it the size that I want. And then you kind of let it do its thing. And so this is the SVG that has been imported. It's a little bit thick because by default, Tinkercad has it set to 0.3, but I found that 0.1 is a really good thickness for my hair tie. So we're going to go ahead and use this as our hair tie base. I'm going to move my previous one. For my ring hole, key ring, I take the solid cylinder and I increase the sides max. My cylinder for my key ring is 0.4, so I'm just going to go ahead and type in 0.4 on one side and 0.4 on the other. Oops, I think I accidentally did degrees. There you go. And for the thickness, I'm setting it again as 0.1 because that I feel is a good one. And then for the internal, I can do two things. I can set this as a hole, or I can just take the cylinder hole graphic, or I guess model, and then the hole, I don't remember what mine was. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this one, just so we have the right one. I have it set to 0.2 is what it is. So 0.2, 0.2, and then the height doesn't really matter because you're essentially cutting it out of this, so it can be whatever you want. So that I am taking this and I am selecting both of them. I'm going to align them in the middle, and then I can, there's a little arrow and I can kind of put this so it kind of cuts it. I'll just drop it down. So then select it again, and then union group, and then there is my key ring that I want to use. Now I'm going to show you how to, if you plan on making a lot of hair tie holders, having kind of a template so you don't have to recreate it, because once you merge this with a shape and you want to create another one, you'll have to copy, unmerge, and then try and find, you might have gotten lots of steps into the merging process and you won't be able to find that template again. So you can create your own shapes that you can reuse over and over again. Over here on the side, you'll go to your creations, and then I will click on my hair tie base, and I'm going to create shape. And I'm going to call this hair tie holder. And I'm going to create it as a solid because that's what I want. I want to prevent editing, and I can actually lock the part and prevent scaling. So if it's a part that is specific to a certain size and I need it to not move because that's important, I can lock the size. And this one, I don't really care. It's a hair tie. So I'm going to save the shape. And then there it is. And then anytime I want to use it, if I'm in my favorites or if I'm somewhere, I can go to my creations, I click it, and then it will automatically be there every time. And I'm going to do the same thing to this key ring. So create shape, because I actually really like that size. Key ring hole. It's a solid. I do want to lock the size of this because I don't want it to get thinner. And I can put some stuff in the description. I'm going to put it is 0.1 thickness. That will help me in the future. So save shape. There we go. Now, if you want to make some more, let's say you have an SVG and you want to make your hair tie. So I'm going to import an SVG. It's an SVG of a butterfly. And I'm just going to import it. We're going to wait for Tinkercad to do its thing. Whoa, and it's like really big. So we're going to take these, get these off the work surface. We're going to scale this guy down. I'm going to just press shift just so he gets kind of the right size. They'll say, make that a little smaller. Okay, I think that's a good size. Thickness, we're gonna, what is this? 0.1. We're gonna make this 0.1 again, so it's all the same. Now, if we wanted the butterfly to be raised, then you could make it a little bit thicker. And then you would have kind of this raised butterfly, which is awesome. And if that's what you want to do, then you can merge these two. You can also take your key ring and figure out like where you want it to go. If you find that you're moving with your arrows and it's too big of a jump, you can go down here to snap grid. I like to do the 1/64th because I like a lot of wiggle room. You can put your key ring where you want it. If you want it there, if you want it off to the side, you can do that. You can put it wherever you want. Select it all, and then you can group, and it's all one image. It's all one STL. You can take that into Bamboo and paint it however you want. If you don't want to do that and you want it separate parts, you can group the part that you want, which is the key ring and the base, and then your butterfly could be its own, and then you can export both of those separately to paint them as two separate parts, or to have them as two separate parts when they print. Could cut down on that. So that's how you make your own hair tie. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll try and help you as much as I can. Bye!